Hello, my darling Coco Puffs. It's your girlfriend Coco Prue coming to you today from my Coco room, the guest room. It so desperately needs to be straightened up. But anyway, and you think I would do that with all this time off, but some projects are just too overwhelming. It's like it's those moments like this where I kind of get the horde as much as I don't, I do. Anyway, like why bother? It's so bad. Just no. Anyway, I'm sorry I didn't get a video out yesterday. I ended up with a migraine from hell, and I was in bed by 8:30 at night. I could not get my shit together. And if you have migraines, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it probably started at 4 in the morning. We have coyotes in my neighborhood, which I love. I love, and when they wake me up howling, it kind of thrills me. It doesn't bother me. So I was able to fall right back to sleep. And then a siren woke me up, and that doesn't bother me because I usually when I hear a siren say a little quick prayer for whoever that siren is going to. But then it was the rooster at 5 in the morning that kind of put me over the edge. And I had forgotten to put on my little white noise machine. I finally bought one of those because I realized if it's not the rooster, it's something else. And even in Spain, I mean, no matter where I am, hotel rooms, the drunks that come in at 3:30 in the morning, yelling down the hallways, and so I bought myself a white noise machine, and I forgot to turn it on. Wound up with a massive migraine. Anyway, that's why you didn't get a video yesterday. But I digress. I've gotten sidetracked. What I wanted to share with you today is, now some of you already heard this story in a show, but when I was first created Coco, they had the MAC Awards, the Manhattan Association of Cabaret Awards. And I was nominated for my first award. I was very excited. And I didn't win. But what was I saying? I got I got so put off by the fact that I didn't win, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, what I was saying is I'm sitting there, and one of the presenters was Liza Minnelli. Well, oh my God, I couldn't believe I was in the same room with Liza Minnelli, right? So after the show, I go back home to the Bronx. I'm telling my mother that, Liza Minnelli was there. And my mom knows. I was obsessed with Liza because she had to listen to the albums blasting from my room that I would get from the library, or when we scraped enough money I could buy an album. So, she knew how important that was to me to be in the same room. So my mother actually says to me, "Did you introduce yourself?" I said, "Well, no, she was on stage giving out an award." And my mother said, "Oh, how do you ever expect to make it in this business if you don't push yourself?" I said, "Ma, what was I supposed to do? Stop the show, walk up on stage, scare the shit out of Liza Minnelli as this drag queen comes, just, walking up on stage and say, 'Liza, sorry to interrupt the proceedings, but my mother Helen thought I should introduce myself.'" I said, "Ma, that's not the way it works." But I did say to my mother, "But I promise you someday I will meet Liza Minnelli. And it'll be because Liza wants to meet me." Well, anyway, I don't know how long after that, Liza, through friends, it's a small world, that cabaret world. She heard about my show. She wanted to come see it. She came to see it, and we became friends. And I remember one night we had gone out as a group, and she said, she's saying goodnight to me. She said, "Oh, honey, give me a call." And I looked at her. I said, "I don't have your phone number." And she turned to Jim Caruso and said, "Jim, give Coco my number." And I became friends with Liza Minnelli, which to me, just magical. But anyway, a few years ago, I was doing the Conversations with Coco, and Liza said she would do one with me. And it was a magical night for me to be reunited with her after all those years. And she meant so much to me in my young years as Coco, and to have her support and to have her come see my show several times, to quote it. it was just like a dream come true. And, there were times when my mother would be at home. I still lived with my mom, and dad. My dad had passed away, but I was with my mom, and Liza would call. And when I wouldn't be there, of course, my mother would pick up the phone, and I'd come home, and my mother would say, "Oh my God, I spoke to Liza Minnelli. She called me. She called on the phone. I picked up. I was Liza Minnelli." I said, "Yeah, ma. You remember the time you called me out for night?" Mm-hmm. Oh, it was so satisfying. Anyway, and I'm not dropping names. All right, some of you people, I tell these stories because they happen to me, and anyway, it's wonderful as a gay kid to grow up in the Bronx, listening to Liza Minnelli albums that I took out from the library, and returned so late, and owed so many fines for returning that I could have bought the damn albums. But here is one of the albums I bought. New York, New York. Sorry for the glare coming in from the window, but I was obsessed with this album. I'd never seen the movie as a kid. I just love Liza, and I broke down. And this was a double album. And I love that music from that era. And I loved the song New York, New York. And I know Frank Sinatra did a version. No. I mean, it's good. I enjoy it. But no, it's Liza's song. But anyway, at the Conversations with Coco, I asked her to sign this for me. And I never ask celebrities for their autographs, but I did ask Liza. And she wrote, "To my baby, Clinton. Love, Liza Minnelli." Isn't that wonderful? Oh, you're Liza Minnelli. Oh, not even May. No, I'm not even reading straight. You're Liza May. Isn't that wonderful? "To my baby Clinton, love, you're Liza May." I mean, come on. And there's a quick shot of her and I in her kitchen when I was young. That's me as a boy. Oh my God. I don't have the hair anymore that I had back then. But anyway, that's just my memory. The fact that, as a gay kid in the Bronx, I could grow up so in love with this woman, so entertained, singing at the top of my lungs, doing the moves, Then years later, tell my mother, someday I'm going to meet her. And it'll be because she wants to meet me. And that's exactly what happened. She came to see my show and took me under her wing. And she was so sweet, so lovely. And I do love her very much. Funny woman. Smart. I remember in Spain, she was doing a show in Spain, and Ralph and I were there, so we got invited, and we went to the sound check, and she heard something, sounded fine to everyone else, but she heard something not quite right, and she talked to the sound people and the musicians, and they finally did what she said. It sounded better, and I thought, she had that ear. She's such a part of my childhood that to have had all of these moments with her is really special. And to have her sign this album that was in my room in the Bronx, that I listened to over and over, drove my parents crazy. But to my baby, Clinton, love, your Liza May. Come on, honey, kids, that's a little thing that I already realize is a big thing. That is a big thing. All right, my darlings, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon, and I hope to see you all soon. All right, bye now. And listen, the reason I shared this story is to inspire you, all right? That your heroes, whoever they are, someday they'll want to meet you. All right, bye now.